Broncos country. 14 wins. Here we are. It wasn't pretty, but honestly, this whole season hasn't been pretty, and we are at 14 wins. Just a crazy up and down game. We can't have blowouts. We can't have, deciding games. We've got to play with our food. We've got to be a little indecisive. We got to muck it up. But so goes it for this season. It's been one of those years with a 19-3 victory over the Chargers in the final game of the regular season to get that number 1 seed. We're going to get into it here on the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. Let's get it going. Let's go, boys.
Every touchdown scored, our spirits ignite. Let's celebrate our boys into the night. When the whistle blows, it's all about the day. Through the highs and lows, we'll never feel shame. This is our house. Hear the fans scream, Buck your feelings.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, you think that's loud? How about this?
Denver's gonna win it! Oh, baby, they're gonna win this thing! You can stand up and salute in Denver. The Broncos have done it! Oh my God!
And with that, welcome to the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. Off a huge victory, a monumental victory for the year. I am your host, Jay Weaver, the Dream Weaver. Next to me, riding the marathon man himself, Johnny, the Mile High Viking, in the house. And then below, I'm such a pleasure to have him down here, right fresh off the IR. It's Fanatic Dak, part of the Chang Gang today. Yeah, really appreciate you being here, Dak. Boys, how are we feeling week 18? Rolling into the playoffs with an automatic playoff W, some may say.
Let's go, Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Let it breathe, as the producers say. Let that track breathe. Yeah, big stuff. Dak, how you feeling, buddy?
Bro, I'm so freaking happy. Like, just not even just the game that we just saw, but in overall the season, the sample size that we got, we're 14-3, first round bye. We haven't won 14 games since 98, since John Elway era. This is amazing, man. If you would have told me we would have won 14 games, I would have told you guys are crazy. And get a first round bye?
Yeah.
I did tell y'all we were going to win 14 games, and y'all called me crazy.
Well, yeah.
I'm excited, though. I'm excited.
Johnny, the marathon man, how are you feeling? What's your perspective? How's life over there?
Let's go!
All right, now that that's over.
Nice.
First of all, I have to mirror Dak. I'm not looking at this game right now. I'm not this game is not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the 2025 season. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm going to take my flowers for this season. Talanoa Hufanga, give me my flowers. 14-3, give me my flowers.
I'll give you that.
I love
I will give
what
you
we
that.
saw. The Denver Broncos are not only the AFC West champions, but we are the number 1 seed in the AFC, first round bye, home field advantage. What a time to be a Denver Broncos fan. Was it always pretty? No, not really. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm cursing. I'm in such a good mood. I'm cursing right
Do
now.
it.
I don't give a shit how it
With
looks.
your chest.
It's dark outside.
I don't give a shit how it looked. Colin Cowherd said it 2 weeks ago. You don't get style points in the NFL. What you get is wins or losses. And we won more than any other team in the NFL this season. No matter how it looked, we got the dubs done. And that, by the way, is how you win playoff football. Win close games.
Playoffs?
Win the one. That's it. I am so freaking pumped right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we are transitioning into winter football, gentlemen, even though it was like 67 degrees or 68 degrees in Denver today, sunny, like just a gorgeous day. Stupid.
It's raining over here, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's total winter over here,
You
but
live in
we'll
the
get
Pacific
there.
Northwest. It's always raining there.
Even though we're the AFC playoffs run through Denver, I do anticipate Colorado weather to return. And, it's only going to do us a service to see whether that will, make our defense shine even more than it is. And hopefully allow us to run the ball a little bit more gracefully than we did today.
Yeah.
I
did.
We said this. Oh, go ahead, Dak.
What I do want to say though is, and then going into the playoffs, this matters, is I like that the defense forced turnovers, and for us to have more opportunities on offense. This is what the kind of defense that I want to see.
5, right? 5 technically when you include turnover on downs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can do this in the offense, in the postseason, our offense gets that many opportunities, and you keep the other team off the field, and that's a recipe for success in the postseason.
Yes, sir.
And you can say it's off of backups and whatnot, but again, we talked about the comparison to the Kansas City game, and we thought we would be getting and eating in that game. But it's nice to see the opponent from a Trey Lance perspective and actually see it into fruition of getting turnovers, getting pressure. Like there have been many weeks where I feel like the pass rush had been a little dormant. Like we hadn't.
It wasn't dormant today.
It was not dormant today. Quite opposite. And like as crappy as the offense might have played or executed or game planned or whatever way we say on the offensive side, the defense actually came to life. And that's the kind of defense that, again, will carry you for a playoff run. So at least it's nice to see, those all-stars all-starring it out.
Especially hosting home
side.
games. Hosting home games, too, makes a difference with that, having that crowd behind that defense. We've seen it in 2015. Will we see it in 2025?
Nope. No, you're totally right. You're totally right.
Let's look at the comparisons here. 2015, Denver Broncos snatched the number 1 seed with a win against the Chargers in the final week of the season, get the first round bye, go to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara and beat the dog shit out of the Carolina Panthers and win the Super Bowl. What have the Broncos done? Not only did they tie the franchise record for overall wins in a season, but they took the first round bye in a win over the Chargers in the final week of the season. And they did, and they went and now we got the first round bye on the way to Santa Clara again.
Oh, there they are. We got your boy George. We got Tim Dog. Libre. What up, boy?
And George.
What's happening, fella?
How we feeling, Chang Gang? How we feeling, Chang Gang?
I feel you. Is
How
that
we
Dad?
feeling
I see
in
that.
Denver?
Let's go, Oregon. Hey, Oregon in the house. Ducks. Hey, Libre for fan of the year right here, baby. 2026. Let's go. Hey,
Absolutely.
you know what? The best feeling that we have right now, knowing that we have the number 1 seed. You know what? I don't care about what our offense did. You know what? Because defense is what wins championships, and we did what we have to do to win the motherfucking game. And what happened tonight? Number 1 seed. Our defense. I don't care. I don't care if it's against the second team, third team, or whatever it is. We play who's in front of us. So whoever comes into the Mile High City, come in 2 weeks, they have no idea what's coming into them right now.
Orange and Blue Network. What's up, man? Love you guys.
Hey,
Oh, my
boys.
fucking heart. #1 seed.
Hey, boys, give me. I've been saying it all show. I said at the beginning of the season 4-3, and y'all looked at me like I was crazy.
Get it, bro.
Give me my motherfucking flowers.
#1.
Tim Dog
flowers.
saying it with his
If
chest.
I could, I'd throw your ass a bouquet of orange and blue flowers, my guy.
Seriously, I
Yeah.
Broncos. So
Nah, he's a celebrity.
We're currently on live right now on our on our network. Yeah.
Tell 'em what's up.
On the network.
Tell 'em what's up.
Show us the fans.
What's
Dude, I'm
up?
sure those boys are feeling themselves after a crazy environment.
What's up, guys?
What up,
Hey,
buddy?
I have some guy from Oceanside, from California,
San Diego.
from San Diego, coming into the house today.
Yeah, they're
You know-
hating on us.
You know what?
They
So
hate on us.
we have
We're
people,
winning.
Broncos country from all life, and from San Diego,
San Diego.
Broncos country right here.
Let's
My
go.
boy. And you know what? This is his first game here ever.
First game here ever.
First game here ever, and he's here. He tailgated with me today.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we're here.
Here we are.
We have families. His family's right here, right behind you. This is right here, another Bronco fan from Oceanside as well.
Right.
Go.
Country,
Come
Broncos
on.
country is everywhere. If
Let's
there's a
go.
Broncos,
But you know what?
it's
But
Broncos
one
country.
thing that I have to say is that we tailgate with everyone,
Everyone.
even
Even the Charger
with Charger fans.
Hey.
with you Charger fans, because
Wow,
one thing that
Chargers
I'm
in
all
the
about,
wild?
I'm fan of
Holy
fans,
cow.
guys. Fan of fans. We're all about the love of the NFL football game.
It's true.
And that's what I love.
Keeping it
You know, fan of fans, keep it friendly, have a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah. You basically just gave the mission statement of the network there, Libre. I mean, we
Yeah.
are. We are the welcoming, side to all fan bases.
Exactly. You know what, Lynn?
You know, that's
one
why we
thing-
love Jay so much.
Fan of fans. That's what we got to do it as, guys.
Yeah.
Fan of fans, and that's what's going to happen when we play in 2 weeks.
We don't mean to interrupt, but guess what? We are the #1 seed, and we are at the stadium. Me, Libre, and George.
Right
we
there.
are here, baby.
Right there. Stadium right there.
Boys,
Do you even Broncos, bro?
That's right.
Let's
Vamos
go.
Broncos.
it
Let's
would
go.
not be a George
Broncos,
segment
bro. Hey,
without
that's
you
for
even
you,
Broncos,
Fanatic
bro.
Dak. There you go. That's for you, Fanatic Dak.
On
All right, guys. Here you go.
On
Here's George.
brand.
Let's go.
Hey, much love.
Hey,
Have a good night.
keep it real, boys. Oh man,
Stay safe.
absolutely.
Hey, we can be safe. We can be safe. Well, I'll
All
walk
right.
away from I'll walk away from the catastrophes that's happening.
Look the other way.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. Absolutely crazy vibes, I'm sure. Like the crowd looked crazy for what would I'm not gonna say a meaningless game, because it was not obviously a meaningless game. But like the crowd actually, acted like a playoff environment. George, did you feel a playoff environment today?
Dude, we did. We really felt the playoff environment early and heavy. It was loud. It was catastrophic. Like you really couldn't hear anything. We were all just screaming. It was intense. So it makes me like jealous and looking forward to that playoff game, because that crowd's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah.
Unless you find a way to get your ass over there again somehow.
We'll say, hey, start my GoFundMe, support me, hit me on my and link in the bio. All right, like, share, subscribe.
Absolutely terrific. Absolutely terrific.
right.
But
All right,
man,
what's up, brothers?
Hey, much
Hey.
love, guys.
We're gonna say
Hey.
goodnight.
we're dropping in, boys.
Trying to
Thank
get
you
out
for
here out of the
dropping in.
stadium so we can watch the Sunday night game.
AFC
We-
Kings,
There you go.
guys.
We appreciate you. The boots on the ground for the network, as always.
Yeah, more.
Same
Much
gang.
love, Chain Gang. Much love.
My Broncos,
All
bro.
All
Jay,
right.
Johnny, appreciate all y'all.
Celebrity over
Much
here.
love.
Take it
Love you.
easy. Thank you, George.
Bye,
All right, man. What? Those guys. Those
Those vibes.
guys. Those
Vibes.
guys. You gotta love the vibes from the stadium.
Hell yeah, dude.
From our network at the stadium.
Yeah, man. Like, those guys are so great. I gotta get back to a game. I already missed the vibes at Mile High. And yeah, like he was saying, the playoff environment in that stadium is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
cannot
crazy.
wait to
Can I
experience
ask you
that
guys?
Sunday.
Can I ask you guys, who do you?
Yeah.
Give me your prediction, or who would you like to see after our first round bye?
Who do I want to see?
First round, after the first round, who is Denver matching up with? Jay.
I think best case scenario is going to be this Chargers team, to be quite honest. Because if they can go into New England and beat them, get them off right out of the gate, and they have to come back to Denver, I mean, I'm all good with that. But that was kind of one of my fears, and I kind of talked about this earlier in the week.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't want Sean Payton to show too many things today, because if they come back, I just don't like the vibes of
But Jay,
forfeiting a dub.
But Jay, he didn't.
He didn't. But you're right. Exactly.
It
You're
was
right.
I mean, it was vanilla AF, bro.
Yep, it was.
Very
And we didn't fall into that trap, and I'm thankful. As crappy as today was to watch, at least we didn't give away the farm, and like we did hold it in. So that is a huge positive.
Yeah, huge.
Man.
So you asked me, the Broncos will take on the lowest remaining seed.
Yep.
I got to look at how the seeding falls now after today. After
Right now. Oh, after I see what you mean. After like the Baltimore and Steelers are finalized, is that what you're kind of alluding to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, right now
So-
Denver's 1, New England's 2, 3 is Jacksonville, 4 is Pittsburgh or Baltimore. So the only thing that's going to
could be
change right now,
Baltimore.
Okay,
tonight,
so
I think it's Baltimore that they'll win
would be.
tonight, I think.
I think Baltimore will win.
Houston's 5,
Um,
Buffalo 6, and then 7 is the
So,
Chargers.
would be
ultimately,
Buffalo
it'll
would
end
be
up being
next up.
Houston.
I want Buffalo.
It'll be Houston versus Baltimore.
You want Buffalo?
I want Buffalo. I want the smoke.
What? What?
Well, I don't want
Give me
Buffalo.
Superman Josh Allen. We've
Hell
taken down one
no.
Superman before. We've taken down one Superman before in Cam Newton when he was Superman. Bring me Josh Allen.
It's true, but Josh Allen
It
would
would
die
be-
for that ball. You know he would.
I mean, yeah, no,
Buffalo. Nice matchup.
the two lowest remaining seeds right now are the Chargers and Buffalo, right? So odds are we're going to face one of those two, right? I mean, because I think maybe not, because Jacksonville could knock off LA.
I think
So-
New England wins.
Yeah, you know what? You asked me, and I'm gonna
Probably
say it. I'm gonna say it with my chest. I think we face Buffalo in the conference round.
It's most likely. Most
Let's
likely.
freaking
Let
go.
them-
You heard
let
it here,
them- let
ladies and
them-
gentlemen. Buffalo.
Hey, listen. I've been saying this in terms of people talking about us maybe taking on the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Revenge is a dish
I want-
best mile high. All right.
Yeah.
And so let's bring Buffalo to Denver. Let's bring those flatlanders up to altitude into our stadium, where we have been the loudest stadium in the NFL this year. And let's tear them apart.
And Johnny, with that, I also just kind of want to do a little squirrel here. Let's also bring the likes, the shares, and the subs. Get them noties on. We always appreciate it here at the Orange and Blue Network. Obviously, the marathon man in the middle here, he's been going all 3 shows.
He's like
So,
the Energizer Bunny, ladies and gentlemen.
He just
We're
keeps
the
going,
broken
man.
spine.
Yeah. I said, I'm with basically the active IR right next to me here. Both of y'all. So
I got the
I always
battle
appreciate
started
you guys
on
being
season.
here. But that's what you get out of this network. If if you subscribe, you're gonna get us at our best and at our worst. And I think we
And
all
if
have.
you subscribe, and don't forget that if you subscribe
Oh.
and make your profile public, you could be good to go for our next giveaways, because just
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
morning or
say.
just this afternoon on the pregame show, we spun that wheel again, and Matthew Pino is getting that Denver Broncos or that Bo Nix jersey.
Pino.
So if Matthew Pino is watching, or if you know who Matthew Pino is, let him know you just won a Bo Nix jersey, courtesy of the Orange and Blue Network.
Absolutely.
These giveaways we do, they're real, and you want to be part of them. So make sure you subscribe and make your profile public.
Yep.
So we can
you
see
might
your
as
name.
well. It'd be rude not to. But with that, boys,
We gotta show
I
some
just
love,
kinda-
though. We gotta show some love to the sponsor, Jay.
okay, go for it.
Get us that dub.
Run your game, Johnny.
The Denver Broncos just got a dub, so it's only fitting that all of Broncos country gets a chance to go get their own dub by going down to dubby.gg. The link is in the bio below. That takes you to Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. It will be your mouth's favorite energy drink because it comes in a multitude of delicious flavors. Jay swears by the Galaxy Grenade. I swear by Beach and Peach. It is amazing stuff. Jay's going to hold it up right here. It is amazing. What's that?
I am. Yep, I am.
There
I
it is.
am.
Yep.
Here I go.
There it is. We swear by this stuff. It has the caffeine you need to kick you in the pants and get you started and keep going through your day. 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine and 1 cup of Dubby. But you don't get the jitters and you don't get the crash at the end because Dubby has no sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colors. It's nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, nootropics, and caffeine that is derived directly from the coffee fruit. It is awesome stuff. It is not bad for you, and it does get you going and keep you going. But I'm going to make that dub a little sweeter for you guys because you're going to punch in code OBN10. OBN10 will get you 10% off at checkout and let Dubby know that the Orange and Blue Network sent you. So make sure you get yourself the dub, just like as you can see above Jay's head there, the Denver Broncos got the dub tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes, they did.
Let's get into some comments. We got Ray Haas, number 1 seed, home through the playoffs. Life in Broncos country is good. Let's fucking go. And,
Let's go.
like a good neighbor, Gary Neighbors is always here. We always appreciate his presence. Number 1 best team, 14-3. 14 wins, boys. It's bonkers just to have that be reality. That's not a Madden game. That's like real life. I can't believe 14 wins is true, in the world right now. Got Bronco Rob. He was a 2/3 marathon man today.
Yep.
So really appreciate Bronco Rob, and he made the Bo Nix jersey giveaway possible. We always appreciate him here at the network. But man, he's jacked as well. I know he was for during the games, watching it unfold with your main man right there. So appreciate Bronco Rob. And then the resident hype man himself, Shai Vargas, probably wouldn't have got the victory if it weren't for his hype video today. Always appreciate Shai.
Always appreciate Shai.
Dude, 2 games. Yeah, dude, 2 games. If you think about it that way, literally 2 dubs, 2 home victories.
We are 2 home games away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, that is nuts. It's just nuts. I don't think reality truly will set in till tomorrow of that, where this team truly is in the grand scheme of life here. Because it's hard to kind of, pipe your taste of this game away and come back to the big picture, the macro sense. Yeah, because I had some disappointing things that I saw in this game that I'm so glad we dodged a couple bullets, and we'll get into some of those bullets that we dodged. But I want to throw up here Virgil Kane as well in the house. Always appreciate Virgil from across the pond. Greetings from Manchester, England. Very snowy apparently there. It's hanging good, Virgil. We're feeling ourselves.
Short shriveled nose to the left.
Well, everything has to have a curve somewhere. Great on a curve, all that. But really appreciate all of our commenters. Ray Haas back in here. Broncos country is a state of mind, not a location, baby.
If I'm standing on it, it's Broncos country.
It is.
Yeah.
We're all over. I mean, we're all over. And we got the Medlock, the half of the Mile High Outcasts in the building as well. It does feel so good, man. And then obviously our guy D-Rock in the house with Blue in the picture. What up, number 1 seeders? Man, I'm absolutely going to refer to myself as a number 1 seeder. I might throw that out there on a conference call this week at work.
You look more like a number 1 maple.
oh, sure. You betcha.
Joe, our grandfather would be proud, Jay.
Absolutely. All right, boys.
Joke on a Broncos podcast. Papa would be proud.
100%. All right, so let's talk about this game real quick. I want to get into some of the things, and I alluded to it a little earlier, some of the bullets we dodged today. Now, we haven't necessarily heard the official story on PJ Locke. Injury that could be hugely impactful for the back end of this defense because Brandon Jones is already on IR. Did anybody see an update? I just saw lower body.
I haven't heard anything up to date.
I know he didn't return.
On the broadcast, all they said was leg questionable to return.
That could be bad. If that's any sort of a long-term injury, that's not a good thing for the depth on that backside. I don't want to see
nothing new.
I don't want to see JL Skinner in any sort of full-time minutes. Hell no.
Now there's no new updates. Any updates that are available are from like 2 hours ago during the game.
Sure. We should be thanking our lucky stars. The largest bullet that we missed is Garrett Bowles.
Oh my God.
That could have been crazy bad for our entire offense. As bad as our offense looked, the whole future of protecting Bo Nix could be in question if
could have been on the
really
line.
went down. He was stomach down, like face down in the dirt for like a good hot second. I thought that was like
he was
season-ending
prone,
injury.
dude. He was fully prone.
I was nervous. When I seen him on the
scary.
ground, I was holding my breath. The other player is our center, our backup center.
Yeah, Alex Forsythe.
That has me. Alex Forsythe getting injured.
He got back in the game though.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was
He
gonna
was
say-
only out for one series. He was back in the game a series later.
Who? Mustafa, the guy we just.
Yeah.
Before, but he was a Charger. Yeah. I think he replaced him, but that could have been massive for playoff implications and just the future trajectory of this offense if we would have lost either of those guys, center or left tackle. So we should be very thankful for that. And other than that, were we okay? Were there any others that you can think of?
DJ, and what was Enrique went down at one point. He was down for a minute, but then he was back in the game and got a sack.
I was going to say after.
So, that was pretty much it for us. Otherwise, we got out of this game relatively unscathed.
Hopefully we can add some more guys after the bye.
I'm hopeful that the PJ Locke injury, due to the fact that they did not rule him out, they never said out.
True.
They just said he was questionable to return. I'm hoping that it's maybe something that can be rehabbed over the next couple weeks while we got this bye.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for as well.
Scary stuff though, man. I said that was one of the worst case scenarios for this game is just injuries. We need to remain healthy.
One thing I did hear before the game, I think, was J.K. Dobbins was kind of alluding to potentially being back for the divisional round.
Yeah, somebody asked him that.
The conference round, but yeah.
Well, he said somebody asked him like people are thinking divisional. Someone asked Sean Payton, and Sean was like, "Well, probably not, but I don't know." But then somebody in pregame warmups asked Dobbins, "Will he be back for the Super Bowl?" And what was his quote? He's like, "Sooner than that."
Sooner than that. That'd be crazy.
That would be amazing. Yeah. That would be incredible. RJ Harvey's done a great job, and Jaleel McLaughlin did a fantastic job tonight.
He's been good adding, jaw wheels.
It would be good. It would be good to have the 3-man punch right there.
Sorry, bidet. You're gonna have to sit back on the bidet for a little bit and just kick it, bro.
Hey, if you ever sat on a bidet, it's very pleasant. Okay,
it is. I will say, as amazing as Harvey is, there's some instances where he kicks it too far to the outside. That's his habit. That's his comfort is to bounce out.
It is something they will coach out of him in the offseason.
We heard that in the pre-draft process. Like that's just been his MO. And it can
be coached out. it can be coached out, and they will.
Yeah.
They will.
But man, Dobbins would feed families if he can get back to his normal. I'd thrown out the idea of like, all right, let's see him on a snap count in the conference championship, and then Super Bowl, he's full go after another extra week of conditioning, and he starts, man. Dobbins all the way if he's healthy. For sure.
There you go. I mean, yeah, it'd be great to see him back.
Very much so. All right. Well, I mean, heck, for injury news of this game, man, pretty unscathed, pretty all right. That's definitely a positive and a highlight. I want to transition over to maybe a low light and just maybe some critique. Offensive side of the ball. I think there is and it's muddied, I think, this season, game by game, as to why the offense is not as efficient as we would want it to be. Some games it's a Bo Nix thing. Some games it's a Sean Payton thing. Today totally seemed like a Sean Payton, almost, intentional type of thing. Certainly I don't think was a Bo Nix problem today. At least.
No.
Dak, what do you think about the offense?
Man, well, other than today, I would just like to see more Cortland Sutton get involved, because when you get him more involved in this offense, you see great things happen. Kind of spread it around more. Looking at more of a balanced offensive attack, not just behind the line of scrimmage, but intermediate portion of the field. I think we operate best, when we do that. And like I said, when we notice the games that we've been more balanced, we've put up points in those games to just keep an eye out. So that's something that I hope for the postseason to be successful. I mean, with our defense, we don't need to be perfect on offense by any means, but we need to be efficient, at least, and execute to the point where we're not letting the other opposition's team get on the field,
Yeah. No, that's very true. Johnny, what were your feelings watching it live of just the offensive flow?
See, I'm on a bit of a different trajectory or different viewpoint than you on this one. I think Bo was the bigger problem tonight.
Really?
I do. And I'm gonna call back to a few moments in the game where we got like close-ups of Bo in moments where things weren't going well. Okay. I think Sean called a vanilla offense on purpose. 100%. I think that in the play calling in this one, he was done. So as you said earlier, not to give anything away for the playoffs, and two, because he knew we're taking on the third string quarterback and blankety blank. And, they've got a lot of guys out. We're not, we don't need to be going super, super fancy to win this game. The play calling to me wasn't necessarily the problem. Bo was flustered. And there was multiple moments where they would zoom in on his face after a play, after a miss, after a drop. Several plays where his wide receivers, his receivers, including RJ Harvey, were out of position on the pass, and he's sitting there like, move further, get open, turn around, stuff like that. And you'd see him standing there getting ready to go into the huddle. He had that like.
I think a lot of that too, though, was with the offensive line got their ass kicked against a bunch of backups tonight, and that was speeding up Nix's process.
There was a moment that there was some massive pressure in his face, and you saw him look at someone, I don't know who, on the offensive line and go, "Wake up!" And but you could see it like just walking into the huddle when they zoom in on his face. He had that like frustrated look, and that translated into his game. Usually we can count on Bo to be incredibly calm, cool, collected when things aren't at their best. But tonight I saw a Bo that was feeling his feelings on the field.
He's a competitor, You want that out of your starting quarterback.
While I wish I could blame it on Sean Payton's play calling, this one was on Bo.
Yeah.
In my eyes. Now, is it something I think that will continue? Absolutely not. Everybody has an off day. I have days where I have a bad day, but I'm still able to fight through it. But then I have days where I have a bad day and I just want to freaking kill somebody. Yeah. That was this day for Bo. I don't think it's going to be a trend. Bo will be Mr. Calm, cool, collected. He is the best under high pressure situations. Nobody can refute that, right? At this point. In high pressure situations, he thrives. And there's no higher pressure than January football.
Sure.
So I think he's going to be just fine. But tonight was a rough night for Bo.
Interesting. I mean, I can get behind a little bit of it because the more and more time rolls on, the more and more we have seen the habit of Bo Nix maybe being a little immature when it comes to situations where Sean Payton is strategically handcuffing him and making sure that he doesn't have his full slate of weapons ready to go for him in a play calling sense. And I think maybe another sign of immaturity or just maybe just not knowing the mark, whereas Sean Payton is looking at the long game, is just how active Bo was with his feet today. Although I love it. Like, that's ideal. I love vanilla Knicks. Like, give me all of it. But, like, that's what I want to see the first playoff game, man. And that's what I've wanted to see for a long time when it really matters. But, like, when you're going into a game like this where, like, the coach is obviously trying to tell you that we are going in vanilla game plan and we're not going to show our full hand and we're trying to, like, escape with a W and not get injured. Boy, running it 8 times and being as aggressive as Bo was, getting hits on him, I thought was a little sketchy at times, a little out of control. Even though I love it, just situationally being strategic when you do it, sometimes Bo misses the mark on when to be super Bo.
That's strategery.
And one thing
that's strategery.
What's such BS to me about this whole Sean Payton being vanilla is you look around the league today, there were some teams that had something to play for, right? Like the Patriots. Sure. They didn't play down to their competition. They beat the brakes off them. They put the team away. You look at the Jaguars. They beat the brakes off them. They didn't, play with their food. We played with our food today, and that's what pisses me off about Sean Payton is you can still have some of these concepts to where you can help out your quarterback and not be so vanilla. You know what I mean? Like, to where – you're not going to completely show your hand. So I think that whole notion of us being vanilla just to not show our hand is BS.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree only in that while I understand it's great seeing these moments where they go beat the brakes off constantly. I think a big part of, look at our team as a whole. In the league, we're what, top 3 healthiest in the NFL going into the playoffs. Going into the playoffs as the number 1 seed, top 3 being one of the top 3 healthiest teams in the NFL, that is nothing to scoff at. And while, yes, you could go out there and play aggressive week in, week out, and be putting away these teams like my kids putting away their toys. Instead, they're playing with the food concept while it sucks to watch, while it sucks as a fan. Sean Payton doesn't give a shit how pretty it looks. It's not about the style points. It's about the dub. It's about getting the win. So you put enough on paper. You put enough on that field to win the game. You keep your team healthy so that when we are going into these moments where it's truly going to matter, because now it does. Every single game now matters more than anything else has all season long because it's the playoffs, baby. Now is when you can turn it on because you have one of the healthiest teams in the NFL to do it with.
We have one of the healthiest teams, but we have one of the slowest teams to get off to the start. And I think Sean Payton is doing a disservice to Bo Nix because he's not playing up tempo at times. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about today's game. I'm talking about the totality of the season, what we've seen. Yes, I know it's nice that at the end of the day that W's matters, but sometimes you've looked at other teams and that's bitten them in the ass because you look at the Super Bowl Chiefs. What did they do? I mean, they were nice in 1-score games. That turned out to bite them in the ass come the Super Bowl against the Eagles. So, I just feel like there should be a balance more or less, with this team.
Okay. But what I think we're going to go ahead, Jay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say there's something to be said about that. I mean, at the end of the day, if you look back on the history, like, do you ever remember Peyton Manning having a game that's like, well, we strategically were trying not to score a lot of points on offense today. We just, we wanted to dial it back and not show our full hand. Like, we didn't have those stupid ass excuses when we had a high-powered flying offense where we were putting up 30 and not giving an F who we play. We're just putting up points. there is
Right.
a certain swag that is needed on the offensive side of the ball, and I think we can be prisoners of our own accomplishments for Sean Payton sometimes, of trying to outthink himself and trying to be maybe
Okay.
too strategic instead
Okay.
of just saying, F it, we got Bo mother effing Nix. Roll, son. Like, do what you want. Let's put some points up. That's what I think hope for this game.
Can I throw in a little argument on this?
Yeah.
We're gonna see it now in the
I
playoffs.
hope we better. What if we don't?
I know.
What are they going to
Maybe-
say?
maybe not.
They're
Coulda,
saying
shoulda,
we're going
woulda,
to see
you know,
it. We're going to see it all freaking.
But I
season.
mean, that his playbook is that freaking thick, dude. How often do I call that playbook?
it's that
like,
thick, but he's
take
using like
back the
5 pages
menu?
from the damn thing.
Right.
I'm just saying, like all
He's got
season
hot
long.
keys.
Yeah, the thing is, Sean Payton's known for having one of the thickest playbooks in the NFL. And what have we seen with him the last 6-7 weeks? It's
Just
a
because I have a
card.
thick ass dictionary
single
doesn't mean I
card.
use the damn thing.
So what I'm saying
Last
saying
6-7
is,
weeks, Johnny.
don't do that. Don't do that. I've made it
Dude,
illegal. in my
Tony
house.
Romo did it on broadcast. Or actually,
I know.
Jim Nance did,
I know.
technically.
And I almost muted my TV.
Amazing. Unbelievable.
almost-
Somebody's got that clip on that somewhere.
It is now an egregious offense to say that in this house. My kids get grounded if they say it.
I bought
I-
my son a 6'7" t-shirt for Christmas.
Did you really?
I
You
did.
disgust me. You disgust me.
My son got in trouble at school for running around the classroom saying that nonsense. Oh my
That's so
god.
great.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
My kids were saying it so much that I literally told them the next kid that says it is grounded from video games for a week. And they tried me and they found out.
Oh man.
So,
Anyway,
no,
squirrel.
is-
As you
But
were
anyway,
saying to the
look, what I'm saying is we know that there's a lot more to his playbook than we've seen. And now it's the playoffs. Now it's the time to get aggressive, play different, play harder.
Yeah.
They've got, and the Broncos have that first week by their first round bye. So we have a whole extra week over the other teams that we might face to start installing, practicing, and doing these things.
No, that's a good point too.
That
That's
was the
valid.
plan. That was the plan. We're there now. Now they have an extra week to install parts of this offense that we're not, that they haven't been like, I'm not saying they haven't practiced them, but that they haven't done week in, week out during the season getting ready for this point. I'm saying I think we're going to see a new side of the Broncos in the playoffs, and that was Sean Payton's plan all along. I may be wrong, and
I
if
wanna
I'm
see the
wrong, I will
Broncos
take my
versus-
lumps for it.
I want to see the version of this offense that competed with the Packers. Like that was beautiful.
Yep.
That's
And
the Sean
that's-
Payton that I like.
that was the hope that I had for this game, is that we would truly, if we wanted to build the environment externally as this is a playoff game, the crowd is into it like a playoff game, then I wanted Sean Payton to treat it at least like a playoff game to a certain extent
He said it
And-
was, yeah.
and run it up for one half. And then let's see Jared Stidham. I really wanted to see Stidham this game. I really wanted to get to a point where like, all right, we got this W, we're done here, and shut it down. But I wanted to see it actually working, a well-oiled machine. I wanted to see the playoff version of Bo come in, so that we had a nice preseason game to work with, a nice dry run to what this
Like
offense needs to be.
Last year's last game of the season last year, we beat the brakes off the Chiefs.
100%.
And
100%.
we
And
were
that's
look
what
what
I was-
happened.
we
Look
didn't
what
make
happened.
the excuse that we were hiding plays then.
But look at what happened. We beat the brakes off the Chiefs because we went into the playbook into things that we hadn't done before. And the next week got the shit beat out of us by the Bills.
I think the Bills were just a powerhouse, though, to be honest,
Yeah.
compared to where we were. Honestly,
Maybe some. But the point is, like, there was nothing there. Every trick play the Broncos tried in that Bills game failed because they did it the week before against the Chiefs.
Except the opening drive, we got bombs away.
Franklin.
Franklin.
Correct.
And we didn't make
But,
the damn field goal to end the half. Damn it.
But yeah, I mean, maybe he looked at last year and was like, we did it this way week 18 last year. We're going to do it completely opposite this week 18. And
I
let's
think
see
And
I
now
think
for something completely different.
I think we
Yeah.
can all agree, though, is that we want to see a better product going into the postseason because, if we don't see that, we're screwed.
Yeah.
And
I
we're going to
mean,
be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
to one of your points you made, dude, Cortland Sutton can't have one catch. He can't have two targets in a game.
No,
That's
no.
criminal. But I mean, that's just a sign of what we were up against and what was designed before the kickoff happened for this game. That was already penciled in.
Yeah.
So as frustrating as that is, we will see a different version of this offense come playoff time. We really will. And hopefully we don't see a different version of the defense, because the defense was great today. I don't really have a whole lot of negative things to say about the defense. I think they flew around. I think they've always been a bend but don't break defense. So they're going to give up a couple plays here and there. We're going to give up some yards, but that's okay.
I'd love to see Dre Greenlaw added to this defense in the postseason.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll make a huge difference up the middle. Although Justin Strnad,
he might be back in time for the Super Bowl, but I don't think he's coming back before that.
Shit, that's tough.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to Justin Strnad. He's played way above the level.
Yeah,
he's played great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal in coverage.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been really good. He's been good.
Very much so.
Hopefully we bring him back.
Let me get a couple comments out here. We got Matt Overton in the house. Congrats,
my boy, right down the road here in Tennessee. My boy, the coach of the Gallatin Green Wave High School football team. Matt, hope you're recovering well from your injury. Much love, brother, and I'll talk to you soon.
He is a Broncos fan for the rest of the season. We gotta love that. Really appreciate that, Matt. He says at least for 67 days. We'll do it. There you go. Hey, that's all we can ask as opposing fans here. It's all we can ask. Bronco Rob said, that frustrating we didn't see anything out of Little Hump. Jordan Humphrey.
That's what we call Little Jordan Humphrey on the bucking booth is Little
Hump. We didn't see anything out of Trotman either. Yeah, I mean, those are those are specialty plays that Sean Payton has up his sleeve to scheme for some of his guys like Lil Jordan Humphrey, like Adam Trotman, that he wasn't going to show today. Those are cards because other teams aren't going to expect it to ever see plays designed for Lil Jordan Humphrey or for Adam Trotman. So I knew that wasn't going to happen today. Those guys are secret weapons in Sean's eyes. That's not just throw a guy above.
And
now
I do love.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Johnny. I'm sorry. I was rude.
You're good. I was just going to say, but we did see some actual production out of Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when Evan Ingram's involved. Yeah. And Pat Bryant, dude, is a guy to go to move the chains. He's Mr. Chains for me, man.
I've got my signed football right over there, along with the picture that I took with the guy.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And the conversation I had with Pat Bryant, that is ringing in my brain. I love that dude, and he is going to be something very special on this team.
Super mundane play, but I loved the spin for a first down. I think it was in the third. Oh, those are small little details that I just so appreciate out of players that make that second effort to know what to do with the ball when you get it in your hands. And man, he's going to be great for the future. I can't wait to see him.
Next season's going to be even better.
Yeah, for sure. Ray Haas in the building asking, how many sacks did we miss the record by? So we needed 9, I believe, right?
We had 4. We had 4. We missed it by 5 sacks.
Yeah, 5 sacks.
Dang.
Yeah. It is what it is. We got the franchise record, obviously.
We beat our own franchise record a year after beating the record.
Correct. I mean, welcome to 18 weeks of the NFL season to a certain extent. But
quick update. The Ravens are up 7-0 right now already.
Holy cow, that was quick.
Hey, real quick pertaining to that, I bet George $50 that the Ravens would beat the Steelers. If they didn't,
why the hell did he take that bet?
I told him. I told him.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a win and in game for both teams, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly. You're absolutely
right. Whichever team wins this is in the playoffs.
They're
the only team that has not clinched. The only spot that has not been clinched. So
it's sexier to see Lamar Jackson and King Henry, if I'm being honest, than Aaron Rodgers.
So does that mean the winner of this game would play Houston?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
And I think Houston wins that game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Baltimore versus Houston. I'd love to see that.
That'd be fun.
I don't care anything about Pittsburgh. That doesn't trip my trigger at all. But
Pittsburgh is just so in purgatory, bro, as a team.
But as long as, Sir King Henry has some run, a playoff game can be decided on his back. That's the only pause I give about Baltimore, man. That does scare me.
Just crazy.
It very much so.
Crazy.
All right, boys. You want to do a couple game balls? Get some game balls thrown around.
Is there going to be
some game balls?
Yeah, we might as well. Might as well. Here we go. Who's got the balls? Let's go. So, in honor of the vanilla game plan that Sean Payton bestowed upon us today, for the Who's Got the Ball segment of this show, we are only going to do 2 each. Okay. And I might have to get creative on my second.
I already got a name in mind that I'm super creative on.
That is a sign of this segment and this game in itself.
For a second there, I thought you were about to say because Dak is dark. I thought you were going to say, in honor of the vanilla gameplay, we're going to let the white guys go first.
Oh. We're reverse Oreo? Yes.
Oh, my God.
Love you, Dak. But no, yeah, two each sounds great.
2 each. I'm going to let Dak go first because
offense first? Is it going to be off on the offensive side?
You can go whatever you want.
You do whatever you want.
Okay, check this out. I'm going to be a little different. I'm going to throw a little bit of flavor with this selection, okay? Because it's not just for today. It's for the totality of the season.
Ooh. Okay.
And this guy, he might not be back in Denver come next season. Davis Webb. I want to give that man the game ball because he's been stellar. He's been one, he doesn't get talked a lot about quite a bit enough as he should for the development of Bo Nix. Sean gets a lot more than what Davis Webb should get because I think this man is going to go elsewhere in the offseason, and I think New York might be that place, and he's going to excel there. He's been a phenomenal coach in this coaching staff as a quarterback's coach, and he deserves a shot to be something special in this league. There was a thing that came out about him that said NFL league circles have their eyes on him. So
I saw that.
Shout out to him.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah. Bo Nix, second-year quarterback, first quarterback to go, to win 20-plus games, pass over 7,500 yards, and throw for over 50 touchdowns in history. Yeah. With Davis Webb at the helm as the quarterback's coach. Gotta give him those props, man. I love that pick. I love that game ball.
People sniffing around Jim Leonard as well. I believe was in that same similar report. And those are 2, unsung heroes on the coaching staff for this year for sure. I have a weird feeling that he has been a big buffer between Bo and Sean. The crazy strong personalities that they have, we have seen clash. And I want to say Davis Webb has kind of been the middle ground between them, the impact dummy. And if that's removed and we don't have a buffer between them, get ready for some more blowups between those 2 very strong personalities into the future. So that's a very under the radar, effect that Davis Webb leaving could have.
Yes, that's a very valid point that you make, Jay. I like that. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good creative game ball for a Week 18 game ball there. Johnny, what you got?
All right. Well, I'm not going to be my normal Talanoa Hufanga guy on this one.
I was going to say. Why not?
I am actually going to give one to a defensive player that you may not expect because he's really filling in for an injured player. But Justin Strnad led our defense today. 8 total, more tackles than anybody else. 8 total tackles, 3 of them solo. He got a sack, and he got a pass defense, and an extra QB hit. Justin Strnad was all over that field today.
He was.
Everywhere. He did a phenomenal job in both run defense, pass defense, and rushing the quarterback. He did a great job. He's not a starter. He hasn't been a starter. He was starting in lieu of the injury to Dre Greenlaw. He's coming back from an injury and doing this. Justin Strnad absolutely deserves a game ball for this particular game.
I like it, bro. I love that one, and I hope he comes back next season because I think he's a free agent, right? This
He will be a free agent going into next year.
we got
I
to
don't
bring him
think
back.
that we let him go. We got all that money coming back to us, boys. We're gonna
Take care of your own, and he's one of them that I take care of.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's a really good one too. Very under the radar. But man, he has shown
Johnny.
up. He's had big shoes to fill, whether it be Greenlaw out, whether it be Singleton being gone for a little while,
And he did it last
Drew
season.
Sanders being gone.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries on that room, if you will.
Right.
So yeah, that's been a
I think he
stellar
could be a
plug-and-play
starter.
guy.
I think he could be a future starter.
He could. He very well could.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go another kind of, I guess not a weird one because it's totally applicable to this game, but this is a guy that, draft night got his job taken away essentially. And that's Jaquan McMillan.
Oh,
Johnny Barron was supposed to be the slot guy, number 1 draft pick, highly touted, steal of the draft. He fell. Oh my God. And Jaleel was just kind of written off at that point, like that he's really not going to, be as influential and have, the impact that he has had on this defense for quite some time. And I feel like he has stepped up and absolutely taken his job and, not allowed anyone to question whether he belongs on this defense and belongs in the share of snaps that he gets. Obviously, the pick 6 today is like the highlight of it, but all season long, I can't remember any instances of thinking, man, Jaquan really gave up that big play.
Teabag on Mahomes.
Well, yeah. But there were no huge pass interferences, whereas we can look at Riley Moss on that. But Jaquan has been so steady, always, a high floor guy in that position. And I just, he deserves his flowers for stepping up when his, job security was threatened before the season even started. So Jaquan McMillan, man, McMillion is my name.
Dude.
I mean, stat lines for McMillan tonight: 6 total tackles, 4 solo, 2 passes defensed, and an interception. I mean, absolutely
baller, man.
deserves that game ball, man.
He's a baller.
I love that one. Love that one. Good job.
All right, Dak.
All right, back to Dak. Big Dak
Finishing
energy
her
up
up.
here.
God, I'm wondering if I should take a layup for this one particularly.
If you medlock me, I swear to God.
I'm gonna go with Nick Bonito on the defensive side. Because I went with David Webb. I'm gonna go with Nick Bonito.
Okay.
And the reason why I go with him is because I want to see the level of play that he came with today, despite dealing with all the injuries that he kind of talked about that he's gone through. That's probably why you've seen his play kind of dip a little bit, not in terms of production that we'd like, because he started off with the thing, dealing with all these injuries. But today he goes, you know what? F them injuries. I'm going to go get me a strip sack. And he goes and does that today. And if we get that kind of Bonito making those kind of plays in crucial playoff moments, it's a wrap, Broncos country, and we be holding that Super Bowl. Yeah. Give me some Bonito. Muy bonito.
Muy bonito.
Yeah. He's dominant. He's one of those players that jumps off the screen. When he's right, he's such a difference maker. Even a casual football fan, if you sit down and watch this defense and he's playing like that, you're going to ask your buddy, who is that? That's obviously a different player than everybody else.
He generates so much pressure. Even that one again with the Wazirika getting that sack, that was because Bonito pushed that dude into the quarterback, and then Wazirika was right there, he forced the quarterback to go into him. So that was awesome.
It's lazy comparison, but man, it is weird how similar he is to Von Miller.
That's not lazy, bro.
He modeled. He admitted it. He modeled his entire game growing up after Von Miller.
He's got that the twerk or the tweak. He's got the bend, man.
Von Miller, baby.
Oh, big old Von, big old Von. I got a bunch of Von Miller memorabilia over on that corner over there. But no, he modeled his entire game growing up and into college after Von Miller. He said he used to watch I remember an interview he gave, and he talked about how he would put up a TV with Von Miller's get-offs, and he would watch for the snap, and he would try to beat him on the screen on his get-offs. And look what he does now. He's got the fastest get-off in the NFL.
Yeah, he does.
And he's special, man. He's special.
Yeah.
Johnny, what's your final game ball of the 2025-2026 regular season?
I didn't steal yours, right, Johnny?
You did not medlock me, no.
Okay. We good. We have good terms then. Just kidding.
I'm going offense. And this one was a tough one for me because because there's a guy who's a receiver and a guy who's a running back that I want to be able to give my game ball to. But I'm gonna give it to Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm gonna give it to the running back.
George is shedding a tear somewhere.
Now, Bo Nix actually outrushed him. You know, that was the one highlight of Bo Nix's night was his rushing. But I'm going to give it to McLaughlin because kind of like you said, Jay, when you were giving the game ball to McMillan, talking about how his job was pretty much taken away before the season started.
True.
The same kind of thing happened to Jaleel McLaughlin. You know, we brought in J.K. Dobbins. We drafted R.J. Harvey. And we kept thinking, and I was one of the first ones saying he's got a one-sided game. He's a one-trick pony. And yet he comes in tonight and he just kept tearing off for good rushes. I mean, his longest was only 10, but he averaged 6.8 yards a carry on 6 carries, grand total of 41 yards. Second only to Bo Nix tonight. And he's just saying, it's him saying, I still belong here. I still belong. J.K. Dobbins may be done after this year. He was on a 1-year contract. Now, do I hope that we re-sign him? Yes, I do. But, I mean, this is Jaleel saying, look, I'm still relevant to this team. And he did it. He outrushed Bidet, outrushed Harvey, and the only person that outrushed him was Bo Nix. So on designed runs, he outrushed everybody. And
I like the juice that he's ran.
I got to give it to him, given the fact that just like you mentioned, Jaleel
McMillan.
Quan McMillan, that got these Jay and Nix together.
It's all good.
Just like
John Mills. I like
Present.
just like Jaquan McMillan, kind of being out, told his job was no longer relevant before the season even started. Yeah. He's shown, no, I'm still very relevant. So I got to give it to Jaleel McLaughlin.
For what he does well, like he has a limited skill set, but what he does well, he probably does better than Harvey. He is a very good runner in between the tackles, and he's got really good vision, and he does very well when given carries enough to get some steam rolling. That was one of the big things we always heard from Philip Lindsay of right when he started splitting carries with Melvin Gordon, his whole game went downhill because he's the kind of runner that needs rhythm. He needs momentum. He needs a certain amount of carry thresholds in a game to get going and feel the rushing lanes in. And Jaleel's that guy. So Jaleel's a great third option in that room. We're kind of spoiled to have him. So that is a really good game ball. He deserves that very much so.
Thank you.
Before I give my last game ball, I want a quick shout out to Big E Bronco in the house. Here we go with the first round bye. Big E hopes it's Pittsburgh because he thinks that Pittsburgh can beat Houston and then come here. So it'd be kind of interesting as far as easy path. That would probably be best case scenario because I would adore Pittsburgh coming into Denver in that first or the second round. That would be fantastic.
Can we make another shot of Aaron Rodgers sitting on the bench putting a towel over his head?
Absolutely.
Bo Nix is 2-0 against Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah,
I
Jets.
want to know. Just once.
Just
Right.
want to know. Yeah,
Just once, but still.
just
Beat
the
him
Jet
head to head
game.
though as a rookie in a big game.
Yep. No, I would love that.
Jay, you were there for that game, actually.
I was.
yeah.
Me and Ty, the fantasy guy. We were there. Man, you know, I threw a little shade at him, but it's not his fault because, you know, it's just his nature, and we love that nature, and that's the reason he's successful. My last game ball goes to Bo Himothy, Mr. Nix.
Oh, Himothy.
He was a little wild today. He was a little frustrated.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
He you know, there was a cut of him basically going to the sideline and screaming, you know, let's get going. Come on, Sean. Let's you know, correct. Beep, beep, beep. Love the passion, but again, sometimes he just doesn't, he doesn't know the situation. Maybe sometimes he's a hyper competitor. He wants to win.
But he still hates dogs, Jay.
No, that's okay. Bucky over here.
Maybe he's a
approves.
cat person. I don't think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's, you know, there's worse, you know, characteristics to have in life. But man, you know, he didn't press as much as he wanted to press. He pressed with his feet. He didn't press with his arm, and I appreciate that because one of them is going to result in turnovers and the other one isn't. So if he's going to press in any way, it's pressing in a way that is not going to hurt the team. It's not going to lose the turnover margin. It just continues to move the sticks in a lot of instances, even though it's maybe not the smartest play to do. It's just to take off. But man, Bo just keeps the ships afloating. And I really appreciate him just being the leader that he is and, you know, having high expectations for this offense. And when we're not seeing the result that, you know, the offense expects, you know, he demands accountability, including the head honcho coach that is the boss man of everyone, the CEO of this team. No one is susceptible to accountability or not susceptible to accountability. And I appreciate that aspect to Bo Nix's leadership, that he'll call Sean out. Might be the only person on this roster that can call Sean out. So I appreciate those subtle things that Bo Nix as a leader brings to this team. And again, this was just kind of another chapter of that. So it's not a box score game ball. It's a, you know, Bo's just a baller game ball.
Can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah.
Bo Nix was the least sacked quarterback in the NFL. He was only sacked 19 times.
Before
That's
today.
phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
It is.
Now,
it is.
Bo
Bizarre
might have
world
had
Russell
better.
Wilson.
Bo might have had a better week last week and a better week this week if he had just pet Peter. But I'm
Good thing that's not an
Well, I
innuendo.
no, it's not an innuendo. He didn't pet Peter.
That's good.
But in any case,
What a
I
strange
do
game.
love Bo. I wasn't willing to give him my game ball because of his struggles in the passing game tonight.
Yeah.
Like there was a few drops, but there was also a few ill-advised, quite a few ill-advised passes by Bo, mistimed by Bo.
You're a monster.
I didn't like that, but he is still
Fair.
the leader of this team, and he is still, you know, he got it done with them legs. And
Nice
again,
legs, Bo.
yeah, had nice legs, bro. And then
Chef
you know,
kiss.
absolutely, you know, since a lot of our game balls have kind of gone off the totality of the season tonight. This season, he's gotten it done all season long when it mattered most. So it is definitely deserved. I just wasn't willing to give it myself.
Nope. Well, I had to get creative for that second one because my God, you know, it was kind of a shit show on offense. So there wasn't like any massive high, you know, fireworks to be had. You know, we didn't have a massive game performance out of any single offensive player really. So, and hopefully that'll change. So, gentlemen, any final thoughts to where we are? I know we're going to have a plentiful amount of airtime to, you know, air out our opinions of the playoffs going forward here. But just, I guess, final thoughts on like a week 18 wrap it up kind of, you know, post game of the postseason here.
One final thought.
Denver's gonna win it. Oh, baby, they're gonna win this thing. You can stand up and salute in Denver. The Broncos have done it.
That's my final thought. The Denver Broncos are 14-3 and the number 1 seed in the NFL. That is all you need to know.
I love it, Johnny. My final thought, I think, just for Week 18 is all the, naysayers out there calling us frauds. We're going to go into this postseason, and we're going to show exactly why we're the 1 seed in this playoff run.
Amen, brother.
No.
Jay?
Yeah. All roads come through Denver this postseason, and that is a sweet, sweet thing for our fan base. It's a sweet thing for the atmosphere that stadium's going to bring. It's a sweet thing for, the advantages that we have as a home team. That home winning streak continues. I guess not, technically because of the Jacksonville game, but like the vibes of our home field advantage are still there, even with that loss.
We've lost one game at home since October of last year.
Yeah. So we're still riding high on
year
that.
before
And,
last.
Yeah.
It is going to be sweet poetry seeing that fan base screaming at the opposing quarterbacks as they come through this playoff season, man. So I'm super excited for home field advantage. What juggernauts in the NFL? Seattle with home field advantage with the 12s and Denver with home field advantage.
Yikes. That might be the
Crazy.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, it's nuts. It's nuts. So we shouldn't have any complaints for that. We really shouldn't.
Real quick,
So-
I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me join you guys with the Orange and Blue Network. It's my first season with y'all. It's been nothing but a blast, and I want to just give you guys some love and show my
way to show up. Way to show up like that random kid in middle school that showed up in the middle of the class project and got an A+.
Dude, Dak, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I get all the credit. I'm just kidding.
Dude, you've been a breath of fresh air for all of your opinions and all of your constant professionalism on the World Wide Web. So I very much appreciate that. And last comment real quick here. Nick York 2183. That is new to me. Anybody else know him? Anybody?
Brand new.
I don't know Nick. Nick, to you. I raise my peppermint tea. So cheers to you, sir. Appreciate you being here. If this is your first time, please find us, like, share, and subscribe. We are the Orange and Blue Network.
Yes.
This is our post-game show, the Buck Your Feelings post-game. But we have shows pretty much every day a week now. I mean, we've got different opinions, different points of view, different backgrounds, different cultures. We are a true melting pot of Broncos country. And we pride ourselves on, being versatile and being diversified and being able to, see the full spectrum of our fandom here to this glorious team. And man, there's not a better time to get connected and to ingest more Bronco content than it is now, because it's fun to win, man, and it sucks to lose. So it's a lot more fun having these shows and making content when we're winning and we're riding high compared to in the pits of misery, dilly. So with that, boys, thank you so much for being here tonight for the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. And gentlemen, with that, I guess we should bid adieu to Broncos country with a nice Chang-related mile-high salute. Appreciate you, boys.
Give it Broncos, bro. Salute.
Number 1 seed all the way. Let's go.
go!
Bye-bye.
Let's go!
Fuck yourself.